Okay, my name is Adam Watson, and I'm here to talk about my accountability project this semester. So, just to dive right in, this semester I had 2 daily goals and 3 weekly goals. My first weekly goal, that on goal number one right there, is to is for me to take lunch to work every day because oftentimes when I first started in the semester, I had difficulty where I would just go to work and just buy lunch every day, and it was draining lots of our funds, and it just wasn't very healthy. And so what I want to do was take to work at least 4 of the 5 days of the work week, or in other words, out of the however many days that I worked during the week, that I would have one day where I could go to a restaurant, go to fast food, and eat there. My weekly goal for the project was to read and or ponder from the Portuguese Book of Mormon for 10 minutes every day. I wanted to do this because it's been about almost 5 years since I got back from mission in Brazil, and I've never been very good about reading my Book of Mormon in Portuguese to be able to maintain my Portuguese skills. So I wanted to do that. Goals 3 and 4 had to do with spending more time with my family, and so it had to do with going a 30-minute outing or do something fun, 30 minutes with my son every week, and also go on a date with my wife every week, especially this semester since I'm working full time and I'm also taking 2 classes. So it would be very easy for me to just kind of lose track of that family time and just focus mainly on other things. Um, so for my first goal, I actually did really good. So if you look over here, it's where I kept my weekly goals. You can see that I did it every week except for week 10, where I did eat out a second time during the week. And so you can see right over here my consequences. And for that, I did fulfill my consequence, which was to go on a 30-minute run that night, which was kind of funny because after that first night that I did my 30-minute run, I felt so good and I liked it so much that I decided, hey, you know what? I want to just keep on running anyways. So for the next week, I did it 2 more times, just running by myself for the fun of it. But it was still a motivator because I didn't like to have the feeling of having to go running. I mean, I liked it when I chose, but having to go running was a deterrent for me. If you go over here, you can see my second goal and how it worked out. It all worked out really well. So um, in total, there were 8 days, 9 days, 9 days, 8 days that let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay, 8 days where I didn't read my Portuguese Book of Mormon scriptures. And so it's pretty good because I didn't excuse myself for things when I got busy or on holidays. I still held myself to have needed to read the Book of Mormon, and even on those days when I didn't, I had to do the consequence. And so the consequence for not reading the Book of Mormon was I needed to gather my family together and I needed to sing to them in Portuguese from my Portuguese hymnal. And so that was a pretty good motivator for me just because, well, one, I don't really like to have to sing in front of everyone like a solo like that. And so that was uncomfortable. But then also having to talk to everyone and be like, okay, everyone come here and make them listen to me. It wasn't always, it went well, but I didn't like it very much always. So 8 days, and 7 out of the 8 days, I did do my consequence. Although one day, just recently, about a week ago, I didn't do my consequence, and that's not good. But it was enough motivator to get me to continue. For my going on a 30-minute outing with my son, it went well every day, every week. There was never a week where I couldn't find time to play with him He's pretty awesome, and we have a fun time playing together. And then on my last goal was with going out on a date with my wife every week, which also went well. I mean, it wasn't always going out every Friday, but we always managed to find a time where we could um, spend undivided attention together and enjoy each other's company. And so that went well. And I know that these two goals really helped a lot this semester in helping me to not let um, other things get in the way of what really matters. I'm also really thankful for the my set goal number 2 and having needing to read the Book of Mormon every day, because it helped me to follow the counsel of the prophet, where he said to read the Book of Mormon every day. And I know that because I've done this, it has given me the more motivation and strength to do something else in my life that I've been wanting to do. So it was that recently my parents have been talking about a podcast that's really good, and I've been wanting to listen to it, but I just never found the time or the motivation to do it. And with reading the Book of Mormon, it's helped me to just be like, no, I'm going to do it. And listening to that podcast has helped me so much to give me more vision of where I want to go in my life, especially spiritually. It's really good. If you want to look up Mike Stroud on Podomatic, it's really awesome stuff. And that will be it. If you have any questions, don't just post in the discussion, and I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you.